Good afternoon, friends. You may want to watch out for this. The Internal Revenue Service is still experiencing major backlogs, which could lead to many Americans receiving late refund checks. Experts say that the increase of funding is helping the IRS, but Republicans are still pushing to cut its budget. Dear friends, I'll be covering how this could affect you, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways.
Thank you. Take a few questions again.
Mr. President, polling still shows that more Americans than not still disapprove of your handling of the economy. So what specifically will you do this year to turn that around and make Americans feel better about how the economy is doing?
If you notice, they're feeling much better about how the economy is doing. What we haven't done is letting them know exactly who got it changed. That's the part. That's what's happening. If you look at the consumer confidence measures, they're way up. Look at across the board. Everybody's doing better, and they believe it. They know it. And they're just beginning to sink in. One of the things that people don't know, I mean, the idea that the people, the firefighters know, but the idea that because of what I did in terms of funding for fire departments, guess what? They got a fire school now here. Guess who's paying for it? Not local. The federal government's paying for it. And guess what? It's changing the dynamic. And people find somebody here who thinks there shouldn't be a fire school here. Find somebody who thinks that doesn't make sense. And it's going to save money over time because you're going to save property, you're going to save lives, you're going to save a lot of things. And so it's a matter of this. None of what we passed was able, and I knew it when I proposed it. Remember when I proposed the infrastructure bill, and I said it's going to be over $350 billion, and you all looked at me like I've taken leave of my senses? Well, I never thought it was going to take time. It's starting to sink into people what's happening. Same way with the healthcare piece. All of a sudden people realize that, my God, not only is insulin going down, we're going to have 15 more drugs where now they're going to be able to negotiate the price. Prices are going to come down dramatically. And if you have a prescription drug from an American company, you give me that drug, I'll go have it. You give me that prescription, I'll have it filled in Toronto or London or Brazil. Guess what? It costs a hell of a lot less. Same company, same outfit. And the last thing is, one of the things that's going to have an impact is, and I know it doesn't matter to you guys, I'm being facetious, I shouldn't kid like that, but when you want to call and check the balance on your account, you get charged $30. Is that fair? Is that fair? These junk fees? You're going to go home for Easter, or you're going to go home for Christmas, you're going to go home for the holidays with your kid, and you find out to get your kid sitting next to you is going to cost another $200. These are junk fees. And guess what? We're getting rid of them. So people are beginning to figure out what it is that the reason why they got these opportunities, why it occurred. And that's my job and our job to make sure people know.
The Internal Revenue Service is facing challenges in processing amended tax returns, handling taxpayer phone calls, and resolving identity theft cases. According to an agency watchdog, despite receiving new federal funding and showing improvement in the 2023 filing season, the IRS still has significant issues to address. According to the Washington Post, House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer agreed last weekend to rescind IRS funding. This is part of the 2024 budget negotiations, although the deal must still pass Congress. Instead of the $80 billion over 10 years, granted as part of Biden's landmark Inflation Reduction Act, the IRS would receive $60 billion, of which $25 billion would go towards tax enforcement. While there is some optimism about the agency's progress in clearing backlogged tax returns, the report also highlights that the IRS needs to enhance its services modernize systems, and provide better quality service to taxpayers. In spite of the funding boost from the Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act, the report emphasizes ongoing problems. Yahoo News has confirmed that the backlog of unprocessed amended returns has quadrupled from 500,000 in 2019 to 1.9 million as of October of last year. Taxpayer correspondence cases have more than doubled over the same period, from 1.9 million to 4.3 million. IRS employees answered only 35% of all calls received, although the agency is claiming 85%, with the exclusion of calls where taxpayers hang up before entering the queue. IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel acknowledges the challenges, stating that improvements will take time. The report also stresses the stark difference between the 2022 and 2023 filing seasons and highlights the IRS's efforts to address decades of underfunding. Despite hiring thousands of workers since 2022, proper training is lacking, with a quarter of IRS employees feeling they don't receive adequate training. The report suggests redirecting funding from enforcement to improve taxpayer services, but IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel notes limited flexibility is reallocating funds. The IRS faces potential cutbacks after an $80 billion infusion under the Inflation Reduction Act, with $1.4 billion already rescinded and $20 billion diverted to non-defense programs. The agency watchdog report concluded with the announcement of the 2024 filing season, which starts on January 29th, promising better customer service and faster refunds. The issue of additional funding for the IRS remains politically controversial since 2013, and it looks like this will continue. Also, friends, there is still some relief going out to homeowners in several U.S. states. According to CBS News, a property tax referral program, which is traditionally meant to help older Colorado residents and military personnel, is now expanding to all homeowners. It defers payment of property taxes to help homeowners affected by increase in property taxes. Program enrollment is open from now until April 1st. For older adults and military personnel, it defers the total amount owed. For other applicants, it defers a portion of property taxes, up to $10,000. CBS News also noted that the deferral loan is then recorded as a junior lien against the property. A new tax break could mean big savings for some St. Joseph County homeowners. St. Joseph County in Indiana held a press conference today, reminding the community of the over 55 tax credit. St. Joseph County is the first county in Indiana to create this tax relief for their taxpayers. The purpose of the initiative is to help those who have recently felt burdened by their property taxes. The Over 55 tax credit is a 3-year program that will run from 2025 to 2027. It will guarantee only a 2% increase on property taxes into 3 years. There are no income limits or assessed value limits. There is also an over 65 property tax credit available for those who qualify. The county has already seen about 900 applications for the over 55 tax credit. To receive the full 3-year benefit, applicants have to apply by December 31st, 2024. That is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.